Well, howdy, y'all. Teresa here. How you doing today? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. It is May 18th, 2017, Thursday evening, afternoon. It is 3:43 p.m. Brad is down at the bathhouse, getting ready to, showering, getting ready to go to work. It is very warm and humid today, as it seems to be all over here in the east. On I thought when New York was having record temperatures. Let's see. 86 degrees, but real feel is 95. The high will be 87. The low will be 71. But starting Saturday, we're supposed to have rain and thunder. Thunder and lightning, and then rain. So anyway, that's what the weather's doing today. I'm just staying inside, which is my third day of what I have to stay off my legs for anyway. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I get to go for a bit of a walk, or I may just ask Brad to bring that peddler in if it's going to be so hot and stuff. And since I don't tolerate the heat, and part of that is the thyroid, so, I may just ask him to do that. I got something on my glasses, try and get it off. Earlier I looked at Brad and his glasses were really dirty. And I had to laugh. I told him he might want to clean his glasses. But it reminded me so much of my grandmother, my grandfather, who, the one that owned the bowling alley. He always walked around with super dirty glasses. And, he would be oblivious to it. Because, he was always like in the ballroom drilling balls or working on machinery or whatever. And it just reminded me, it was a tender moment in my heart. Just reminded me of my grandfather. And sometimes, when you lose people, and we all do as we age, we see little glimpses of memories of them in other people or objects and stuff. It's just a heartwarming moment. So anyway, yesterday you guys knew that I wasn't feeling well. I was super lightheaded and dizzy. Thought I was going to pass out a few times. Brad was having to help me do normal stuff a lot more than normal. Because I just, wasn't feeling well. He grilled chicken outside. He did grill that great big family pack of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. He did part of it, because I love lemon chicken. So he did part of it lemon pepper chicken, and he squirted some lime juice right on the chicken as it was grilling. It's so good. And then part of it barbecue, or no, just plain. And then, we each ate 2 thighs. I had mine on a great big wonderful spring mix salad. And I don't know, I can't tell you what he had. I think he had a couple baked potatoes that were left. They were smaller baked potatoes. And I couldn't tell you what else he had. Oh, no, he had cucumbers later that night. I don't know what he had. I don't pay attention because, I'm not here to tell him what to eat and vice versa. He knows what he needs to eat. So did that, and then, we've been lately having like a little bit of cheese right before we go to bed. And if I still get hungry after that, I'll have a piece of fruit. I'm making it where I'm not having anything after midnight now. I used to be such a heavy carb eater at night. That's where I packed on so much of weight and stuff. So, cut all that out. I'm back to only sugar-free popsicles and didn't buy any sugared item at all this time. Neither one of us did, and we didn't buy chips, any of that. That's about all that went on. I did some looming. Let's see. This is an adult. This is a couple days worth here. This is an adult, 3 days worth. Adult hat. And scrap yarn. This is a small adult hat. This is a infant toddler size, which I really love, all the bright colors. And then I have working on here right now a small adult patch. What I've got on this loom right now. So that's what I'm doing. You know, if anybody's interested in me showing you how I do this pattern here, which makes it kind of look like it's all spiraling around, put it in the comments below, and sometime I'll do a video showing you how I do it. It's super easy. What else? That was about it. I went to bed about 11:30. I did pretty well. Even though I was taking my new diuretics, the toracimide or something like that. I did really well. I mean, I wasn't up quite as much in the night, and no more cramping. Charlie horses. Today was the first day I took my thyroid medicine. You have to kind of watch it because you have to take your thyroid medicine on an empty stomach. The rest of it on with food. So, but anyway, I'm feeling much better today. No dizziness, no lightheadedness. My joints feel really good. You know, I can see the bones in my hands and stuff again, which I haven't seen in a while. So that's very nice. And the same with my feet. I mean, and no more headaches like I was having. And this is only the third day, and you know, being on the diabetic meds and the up diuretics. I feel a lot better already. So I can't imagine how I'm going to feel in a couple weeks. Tomorrow I get to start exercising, and I don't even have to have Brad bring in the peddler. Honestly, I can do the seated exercise, still exercise all of my body. Maybe that's what I'll do, because I know I'm prone to heat stroke very easily, so I think I'll do that. And what else? Brad's feeling better. He got a good night's sleep too. We're both tracking our, taking our, doing our blood glucose levels, tracking that every morning, doing all of our Victoza and our Invicana, and he takes another one. So we're doing what we have to do to feel better, because you kind of look at it like this. And I was really disappointed with the other doctor, and I felt like things were hopeless, and I wondered why we worked so hard to get here to Florida. And then you look at it, and when you finally do find the right fit for you for a physician, or a physician's practice, then you're like, okay, I'm where I want to be. I want to be able to walk hand in hand with my husband on the beach. You know, I want to be able to go fishing more. I want to be able to go in a boat and do some fishing and stuff. And so now that I have a good medical team, the rest is all up to me. And so that's what we're doing. I just got done having lunch. Brad made tacos. He wanted tacos. And I just had a taco salad. And I can only eat half of it. And so Brad kind of laughed, because I'll make what I normally would eat now, and it's already starting with Victoza, where you just can't eat near as much. It makes you not near as hungry, which is one of the wonderful side effects. That will be my evening meal too. But and I love making taco salad because I don't use any salad dressing or anything. You know, I use salsa instead, so that's perfect. Little bit of cream cheese or sour cream, not much. But before I was losing weight better on the Victoza than I was when I was taking the nutrition classes, getting ready for gastric bypass. So, you know, I encourage everybody. And if you are afraid because your insurance doesn't cover it, and I am not a paid spokesperson or anything for this company, okay? But you go into, and it's all one word, join Victoza, and Victoza is spelled Victoza, and then .com, you can sign up for where it'll cost you $25 a month, even if your insurance doesn't cover the Victoza. So you can still take it. We did it this morning and stuff. Or if you're on there, it may prompt you just to call them. Brad called them, set us both up. He even talked to him personally, and Brad told him our insurance does not cover Victoza. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. And thank you for Drama B, who commented that on Advair that I could try going into the Advair disc coupon and filling out the form. I'm reading your comment right now. I would definitely give that a try. Thank you so much. You know, we have to kind of pass along what we can do to help other people like ourselves. So, that's about all that's really going on here. I plan on doing some looming and a little bit of picking up and stuff. That picture, that knockoff Brita picture is a great value one, and it's $20. We figured it out last night because, see, we go through a lot of water. And this is including for our coffee maker and our ice maker. Brad figured we would go through 4 of those 24 packs a month. Or no, 3 of those a week. We do go through a lot of water. And so we figured out that within 2 weeks, the picture paid for itself. We did it last night. And what you do is you put the filter in, submerge it in water for 10 minutes. Then you rinse it out for 10 seconds. Then you put it in the pitcher. You fill it up twice and dump it out. And then by the 3rd time, you can use it. And what a difference, guys. We cleaned out our ice maker. Started using it in there. We started using it in our water, in our drinks. And, like Brad has those flavor packets. Or we do. Or just plain. We made coffee with it this morning. And that was the first good cup of coffee I've had here in Florida now. So, definitely worth it. And 2, for us, we don't really have room to be storing cases of water. And you think of all the extra garbage, because this, where's my bottle? Oh, here it is. This holds 24 ounces. And my goal is to go through 3 of these a day, either with water or flavored water. And I have been, because one of the medications I'm on, the Inva, kind of makes you increase thirst too. But you think of, you would have used 4.5 bottles in me for 3 times. And that's a big difference, And I feel like we have to do what we can do to keep not having as much stuff in the landfill. Not that I'm getting preachy or anything, that's just us. Brad doesn't like taking out the garbage that much. So anyway, for us, that's a very good fit. I was telling what a difference that filter pitcher.
Oh, man.
And it filters 4 times, so 4 different ways, so,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The water, the coffee tastes so good.
Oh, it did. It tasted great, Now I'm drinking my water, Linda. Well, she'll be on me. That's really all we got going on today, guys. Feeling better. Taking better care of ourselves. All of that. So, you have anything to say, honey?
No. I'm
Nope.
glad you told them about the water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And you told them that we can get 4 filters for about $10.
No, I didn't. You're going to need to change on that. Can you hand me that water pitcher for a second, honey?
Uh-huh.
On this, you're going to need to change that filter once a month if you're using it as much as we do. It'll do
40 gallons.
40 gallons. Is a 10-cup pitcher. Brad figured it out, and we would need to, for how much we use it, we would need to change filter once a month. This is what it looks like all set up. Of course, this white part is the filter. and you pour the water in here, and then it slowly trickles down. And you can get a 4-pack of the filters at Walmart for $10. So, you know, you figure that out, and it's $2.50 a month to replace the filter.
Yeah.
And you know, it makes a huge difference. And if you can't, now I'm gonna warn everybody, because I don't know about your Walmart. This Walmart, you know where they keep this stuff? In with the home improvement, in with the sandpaper and the solvents, behind the paint desk. What? We looked all over in the, you know, in the Home Goods. I'd looked through the plumbing and that. Thought, well, maybe it's with the fans and the dehumidifiers, the humidifiers, you know, all of that. Some of the window air conditioners and stuff. On a whim, I thought, okay, well, I was kind of stuck in there. I said, okay, I'll just go up this aisle and get out of here. And on an end cap, I saw some very expensive ones that were about half the size of what we got. And so I thought, well, if they've got an end cap, they've got to have these somewhere here then, more types. And I turned around and they were right in with the sandpaper. Who would have thunk it? So then I had to go find my husband, because he was running all over looking for me and looking for them and stuff. And, you know, we picked this one out about $10 cheaper than the Pure,
Yeah.
or the Brita. And the filters were a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So, you know, and so, yeah, it's definitely worth it. But, yeah, don't give up. Or you can just probably go on Walmart.com and type in and find it a lot easier.
You know, for the cost of a filter for 1 month, we could buy a 24-pack of 16-ounce water.
Yeah.
You know, which would barely...
No, if you're only using it and you don't drink that much bottled water, and it, however your life is, and maybe it's just more convenient or makes more sense, you know, just drink your water however you need to.
Yeah.
You know, this is the first time we've ever bought, like, filtered water or anything, or filtration system. But like I said, after a year of living here, because when we first moved here, I thought, oh, it'll just take me a while to get used to the water, you know, like when you move anywhere. After a year of living here, Brad and I both admitted to each other and ourselves that we really hated the water. I mean, you know, the coffee tasted like crap. The tea, you know, everything just tasted like crap. The ice cubes. Certain times of the year, it's a lot more fishy tasting. You know, however fishy smelling the air is, it's going to be even fishier tasting in the water. No wonder the cat likes the water, because, you know. But anyway, that's all we really got going on, guys. I appreciate everybody being worried and stuff. It was a shock that we found so many things wrong with me. I didn't think that you know, you don't know. You start to just blame yourself about, oh, you're lazy. Of course, you know you're always fat. That's just, you know, normal. But you're old, you're lazy, you need to push through it, yada, yada, yada. Well, a lot of times that's true, but sometimes there's something wrong. So it doesn't hurt to get yourself checked. Right, hon?
Right.
But anyway, I hope everybody... Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to rush you off.
Nope, that's okay. Well, I got to quit dinking around and get ready.
No, but what were you going to say, though?
Well, I was going to say that you and I grew up in an era where it was a flesh wound. You know, you could cut a 12-inch gouge into your thigh with a chainsaw, and it's a flesh wound. I'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
And then, like so many other people, you have doctors that, you know, anything that happens to you is because you're fat.
Yep.
You know, or they don't have time. Linda and I were talking about that yesterday, and, you know, one of her family members had an experience with that too, where the doctor walked in a room and said, I've got time to address 2 of your concerns, no more.
Nice.
I've had that happen before, you've seen it.
Yep.
And it's like, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, and I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship. I am going to sit down and answer comments and emails tonight, and I think you guys are awesome. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.